Hello everyone and welcome back to another devlog for the Underverse. We've made a lot of progress in the past week and I would just like to show some of the recent updates we've made which will set us up for even more updates going forward. So the first thing we've done is created procedurally generated asteroids randomly around the map. So here's the starting map, for example. You can see here that this asteroid has this much minerals, and then this one has this much, and smaller ones have smaller amounts. So what happens is when a new player spawns in, it will also spawn a new asteroid fairly close to them so that they can have some resources to start mining. The other biggest change you'll see is our menu bar down the bottom is revamped. We're still tweaking it and adding little bits and pieces to it, but effectively it allows you to have a unified space to start building what you need to build. So the first thing here is a residential station, as we can see here, but I can also build attack ships and storage units and harvesters. So taking a look at my little base here, I've already got a shipyard which initiates when you start the game. Eventually we'll be able to build units from the shipyard as well, but for the time being it's a unit, it's the building that you spawn with when you start a game. This is the asteroid that's closest to me, and I've built a harvester unit here which you can see has well, actually it's taken some damage. That must be from Maresh that has hit me a couple of times from the left over here. But it shows my health, it shows my capacity. It's a level 1, I've only got 1 capacity, and hydrogen. So the fuel for the Underverse will be hydrogen, and asteroids will eventually have both minerals to mine as well as hydrogen. So now that I've got this harvester here, I can select my closest asteroid, click harvest, and choose how much I want to harvest. There's the cost of harvesting right now. I'm pretty close, so it's pretty cheap. And then I can click harvest. And you'll see my little harvester ship go over there. And now from the harvester, we'll see that once the transaction has processed, I've got 1 out of 1 cargo in terms of my capacity. So from there, I can zoom out a little bit and transport my harvested goods to my storage unit here for sale. With fixed prices at the moment. This will be dynamic once we roll out the playtests, but I can now transport my goods to my storage unit, and then once it's here I can sell it as well. This needs to be updated to a sale price instead of a cost price, but just to show you how it works, you select how much you want to sell, click sell, and then your balance will reflect. So still a few UI glitches for us to fix, but all the contracts are working, which is great. And the other cool thing is we have working ships now, so we can see Maresh's ship over here. He's used a missile on me, so he doesn't have any missiles left, but let's just see if I have enough money to build my own ship. So if I do this and build it here, for example, just wait for that transaction to go through. See if it shows up. Boom, there we go. I've got my attack ship here. So let's try and take out Maresh. I will actually, no, I need to buy some weapons first, because as you can see my balance is 0. So done. $1,000. Buy a missile. And your missile damage changes based on how far away you are from the thing you're trying to attack. So if I click attack and choose his ship and select 1 missile, it shows me that I can do 35 damage. And judging by his level 1 ship, I know that he's got 100 damage before I can take him out. So what I can do in this case is I can move, which I can move much closer to him, for example, and it will tell me, so this will be changed to fuel cost, so hydrogen cost. Right now it's still cash based, but once we have the fuel component in the game, everything will be fuel driven. And I can click confirm. make that move. Obviously the UI still shows my ship in its original position, but eventually we'll fix that. And now I am right up Maresh. So what I will do here is attack him again, and you'll see that my damage is great enough to take him out in one go. That's a huge rocket as well, about the size of my ship. And that was very satisfying. That's what you get for doing damage to my harvester, Maresh, and hopefully you've learnt your lesson. Finally, for this sprint, what we're super excited about is the Rapture system. So, not only do you need to obviously to sustain your own settlement, your own colony in space, you need people. So the first part of that is to rapture people from Earth. So right now Earth has this much population, and because I have built a residential station here, or a hub, I can actually transport people here. So I can, this one's full because it's level 1 and I've already transported somebody there. So these are physicalized people. So this is one person, so which means in the future it can be an NFT with its own characteristics and thoughts and emotions and different skill sets, and you'll need to sort of think about what makeup you want for your station going forward. But right now it is a person, and I mean, they can't do anything on this station right now other than exist, but eventually they'll be able to be transported to other stations and man other positions and do things that way. But let's upgrade this for now. Cost me $4,000. I can get to extra defenses, weapon hold. This should actually say the population cap will go from 1 to 2 as well, so we'll do that. And once that becomes level 2, we'll see that we have now extra capacity in the design of the hab. So if I click the Earth and I click Rapture and I select my hab, I can rapture one person for $1,000. Again, this will be changed to fuel in the future. I can click Rapture, and that ship is now on its way to me. And now I have 2 out of 2 people. So this sets the stage for us to move towards a player-based gameplay. Right now it's very RTS is, it's unit-based, station-based. Eventually we'll have people that you'll be able to manage as well, in line with some of our favorite storytelling games like Dwarf Fortress or RimWorld, for example. But yeah, these are the latest updates we wanted to show you, and we can't wait to refine this a bit more so that we can open it up for playtesting with you soon. Cheers.